Hello, everyone. I'm Dennis McDonough, Secretary of VA, and I'm privileged to join President Biden in welcoming all of you to the 40th Annual National Veterans Wheelchair Games. Let me say I'm in awe of every single one of the veteran participants and competitors. There is simply no group of people who know better than you what it means to serve this great country. Because of the pandemic, we couldn't come together for the wheelchair games last year. And this year will be the first time we've ever had some participants on site in New York City and others participating from their homes across the country. We're all adapting. I look forward to joining you and meeting many of you in New York later this week. When veteran athletes engage in adaptive sports, you send a powerful message to spectators, sponsors, therapists, doctors, and other veterans. In fact, to every American, that message is about perseverance of veterans and the endurance of the human spirit and the strength of Americans, and therefore the strength of America. You inspire me. You inspire all of us. The wheelchair games and all our national veteran sports programs and special events are characterized by the dedicated, strong people who participate, plan, and volunteer to create success. At the wheelchair games, that tradition goes all the way back to 1981 and the first event in Richmond, Virginia. It is found in the values and inspiration of those who created this event, including a young recreation therapist, wheelchair athlete, and VA employee, Tom Brown, and their idea to bring together a group of veterans to compete against one another. Tom and other early organizers of these games knew that veterans never quit, even when the odds are against them. They knew that injuries don't mean you give up. They knew that younger veterans could learn from older ones, that disability doesn't mean that life ends. It just means that life takes a different road. They knew that veterans persevere in the most difficult missions and most challenging conditions. And they knew that the same mental and physical grit that made you all proud soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen is the same quality that makes you formidable athletes despite your injuries. Thousands of veterans have been the beneficiaries of that vision, leadership, and dream. I'm talking about veterans like Will Grew and Twilla Adams. Will is a Navy veteran who entered his first wheelchair games in 2001 in New York City, the same year he was injured in a motorcycle accident. His participation in those games led him to wheelchair rugby, where he quickly became known as a world champion for his determination and his skill. An elite Paralympian, dominating wheelchair rugby and hand cycling, he will head to Paralympics in Tokyo this month with hopes of repeating his medal-winning performances in Athens, Beijing, London, and Rio. Oh, and did I mention he also competed in 8 world championships, winning a total of 16 medals, leading to his competition as a Paralympian? That he was nominated for an ESPY Award in 2009 as Best Male Athlete with a Disability? That he was named U.S. Quad Rugby Association Athlete of the Year in 2010? A simply amazing career by a world-class athlete. And it all started right here. Twilla Adams is an Army veteran who won the prestigious Spirit of the Games Award at our 2019 Wheelchair Games, an award bestowed on one wheelchair athlete among hundreds who best exemplifies the heart and soul of the games through leadership, encouragement, and a never-give-up attitude. Without my injury, I never would have known about this stuff. I used to say my accident happened to me, Twilla said. But at the wheelchair games, I do shot put, discus, javelin, air rifle, air pistol, bowling, bocce ball, powerlifting. Now I say this did not happen to me, it happened for me. It changed my life. Twilla views the games as that one time a year to connect with people who know what she's going through. She says, if we can inspire the novices and share a little bit of hope, then my injury is not in vain. That's what these games are all about. The victories of Will Grew and Twilla Adams require strong partnerships rooted in a common vision, shared values, and devotion to veterans and their families. So let me close by thanking the dedicated and devoted people who've made this week possible. First, Thanks to our co-presenters in these games, the good people at Paralyzed Veterans of America, PVA, to Charles Brown, Carl Blake, Jen Purser, and all the PVA staff. Your partnership since 1985 has been instrumental, and we look forward to continued success. Next to my VA colleagues, Dr. Joan McInerney, Martina Parauda, Dave Tostenrud, Jonathan Glassberg, and to all the VA doctors, rehab therapists, and other dedicated employees at medical centers and VA facilities across the nation who help push veterans past their comfort levels, enable them to be more independent and active in sports and fitness this year, every year, and in future years. Thank you all. And to our many sponsors and community partners, we could not do this without your support and encouragement. Finally, and most importantly, I offer my personal thanks, my gratitude, and my deepest admiration to the spouses, parents, families, caregivers, and friends of our competitors. It takes a strong foundation and support system of love, care, and compassion to get here. You are that foundation. Thank you all. To the veteran athletes, best wishes and good luck. I'll see you all later this week. May God bless you, our troops, our nation's veterans, your families, caregivers, and survivors. And may we always give you our very best.
For the past few years, the First Nation Group family has stood among the crowds of veterans, caregivers, family members, friends, volunteers, supporters at the National Wheelchair Games. Our team members have been spectators and volunteers and have become great friends of many of the participants.
We are thankful to have seen this incredible event take place in person in previous years and are proud to be supporting the 40th National Veterans Wheelchair Games this year. And we look forward to continuing that support to future games.
Athletes, we want you to remember that from coast to coast, the First Nation Group team has your back. From all of us here in Niceville, Florida,
Good luck at this year's event.
Our mission and top priority at First Nation Group is serving veterans first. We strive to provide our nation's heroes with what they need when they need it. This includes support of one of the most competitive sporting events of the year, the National Veterans Wheelchair Games. To those of you participating this year, good luck.
Hi! Good luck at the games! Have fun in New York! Bring us back home some trophies!
Good luck, athletes! Cheering you on for Fort Myers!
Although we won't be there in person, we'll be thinking of each and every one of you. We will miss cheering you on and creating new friendships. So from all of us in Denver,
good luck in Minneapolis!
Our team is proud to sponsor the National Veterans Wheelchair Games. Thank you to Paralyzed Veterans of America and to the Department of Veteran Affairs for creating such an inspirational event that we are proud to be a part of. To all of the athletes, from all of us here at First Nation Group,
Good luck at the 40th National Veterans Wheelchair Games!
When others feared what was to come, you saw a sliver of light, opportunity. And while some tried to go back, you're going all in, rethinking, reinventing, smashing through new barriers and old fears. And we're right there with you, in the trenches, still grinding, still climbing, as you rally and rise. You are the one who can make this whole world turn. So be bold, be brave, be unstoppable.
Hello, I'm Charles Brown, President of the Paralyzed Veterans of America. On behalf of everyone at PVA, I'd like to welcome you to the 40th National Veterans Wheelchair Games. I want to first recognize our longtime partner and co-presenter of this event, the Department of Veterans Affairs. Both the VA and PVA Wheelchair Games planning team have worked very hard to put together this important week for our veterans. This year especially brought about many challenges. Just like the veterans who participate in this event, we learned to adapt and overcome those challenges. Whether you're here in New York City or participating virtually, you are part of the largest wheelchair sporting event in the world. And you are part of a family, brothers and sisters in service who understand the life-changing power of adaptive sports. I am a proud United States Marine Corps veteran. I attended my first wheelchair games in 1992 in Dayton, Ohio, and I'll never forget rolling into that stadium for the first time and seeing and hearing all the fans around and being with my fellow veterans who, like me, had faced the challenge of a spinal cord injury or diagnosis. The games opened my eyes to what was possible and showed me I wasn't alone. For those of you attending the games for the first time, I hope you feel the same excitement I did all those years ago. And I hope you'll challenge yourself, learn from each other, and make lifelong friendships. I'd like to extend a special thank you to our coaches, volunteers, therapists, families, and caregivers. Without you, your hard work and support, this competition would be impossible. You make it possible, you support us, and we thank you. To our sponsors, the Wheelchair Games would not be the life-altering experience that it is. It's been a long road to get here, but we don't let adversity get in our way. Thank you for your resilience, your determination, and your patience. I wish to all the athletes an amazing week of success. Let's make some great memories together. Thank you for being here, and good luck.
Hello, veterans, family members, and fellow VA employees. My name is Jim Leahy, the Executive Director of the Veterans Canteen Service. I want to welcome you to the 40th anniversary of the National Veterans Wheelchair Games. Canteen Service has been a sponsor of the Games for the last 20 years, and we're excited to be with you because obviously last year with the pandemic we couldn't gather in person, and this is the first time that we'll be able to see you all in the last 2 years. 2021 is a special year for the Canteen Service as it's our 75th birthday. We celebrate that on August 7th. We miss you very much, and we look forward to welcoming you back to the canteen when you're visiting in your local medical centers, and we look forward to providing a wonderful customer experience, whether that's in our Patriot cafes or our Patriot retail stores. On behalf of all of our 3,000 associates across the enterprise from coast to coast, we want to thank you for being participants in this year's 40th National Veterans Wheelchair Games. We look forward to serving you downrange. Thank you.
Colors, present, arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We're standing at Deloitte's Wall of Veterans, a symbol of respect for the thousands of veteran practitioners, clients, and wounded warriors that we proudly serve across the United States.
We couldn't be happier to be back in person supporting the National Veterans Wheelchair Games.
Look for our volunteers wearing t-shirts like this one. Flag us down, talk to us, we're here to support you.
So on behalf of Deloitte and our team, we want to say good luck, be safe, have fun, and above all, thank you.
Hi, I'm Tom Brown, former director of the National Veterans Wheelchair Games. 40 years later, who would have believed that the games were still going 40 years? Certainly not Wally Lynch, Muriel Barber, or myself. As we sat around a table trying to decide what kind of an activity the VA should accomplish in order to commemorate the International Year of Disabled People. So in 1981, 84 veterans participate in 7 different events. The program was so successful that a few months later, other hospitals called and asked if they could also do a program similar in their hospitals in their states. Of course, there are so many people along the way that we need to thank. First of all, the VA hospital for starting the event, the different VA medical centers throughout the country with their hundreds of volunteers and thousands of volunteers and hundreds of employees. And of course, the Paralyzed Veterans of America with their chapters, giving expertise in sports planning and helping with the different committees. Our national officials who every year give up time every summer to officiate the games in a fair, friendly, and fair manner. Also having the heart of a teacher, teaching veterans how to conduct themselves on the playing field. And of course, our sponsors, which we could not do without, our sponsors who give up their summers to be with us, that provide us with the funding that we need, that providing with expertise as far as dealing with people with disabilities, and especially our veterans who every year come back to join us and that have learned that disability is just a state of mind, and that disabilities can be life-changing, but they're certainly not life-ending. So this week, I want to wish you all the best of luck in your events. God bless you all, and God bless America.
I am a third-generation veteran. When I look at my uniform, I'm reminded of the values held by those who have served: perseverance, dedication, and commitment to winning as a team.
I'm a Navy veteran and a member of the Nike Military Veterans Network.
When I was commanding and flying combat helicopter missions in the Middle East, the concept of win as a team literally had life or death consequences.
When we're working together as a team, it reminds me a lot of being in the military and working shoulder to shoulder with people towards a common goal.
They see leadership in doing things for other people.
You are a family. You are community. The person in my photo is my sister. I'm incredibly proud of her service and everyone else who serves in the armed forces.
I am the proud brother-in-law and uncle of Navy veterans.
I'm a proud Asian American, son of immigrants, and I am a veteran.
I'm a proud veteran of the United States Army.
My military service has taught me not to sweat the small stuff, to look through ambiguity, to find the items of value, and deliver them as quickly as possible.
In everything we do, we try to help each other, help our customers. That, to me, embodies everything that the military is.
In the military, it's all about the mission. In Nike, it's all about the consumer and the athlete.
Getting it done fast, getting it done right, and having fun along the way.
At Nike, veterans continue to grow, develop, and lead in the communities where we live and work. Our teams believe in the power of sport to move the world forward, breaking barriers and building community to change the game for all.
Wise Markets is proud to support the Paralyzed Veterans of America as they work to create an America where our mostly severely injured heroes have access to care, jobs, benefits that they have earned and deserve. Wise Markets and our customers are proud that we have donated $1.3 million to Paralyzed Veterans of America since 2017. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone at Wise Markets, for supporting Paralyzed Veterans America in this important mission.
Thank you so much, Wise Markets, for your support of PVA.
Weiss Markets was my first employer before I went in the service, and when I came back from the service, Craig Everhart, who was the manager up there, said, "Hey Pep, you want your job back?" Weiss Markets was all that. A bag of nachos with the cheese on top, man.
In the name of all competitors in the 40th National Veterans Wheelchair Games, I promise that we will participate in these games respecting and adhering to the rules of the games, in the true spirit of sportsmanship and friendship among our fellow service veterans, for the glory of spirit and the honor of self, team, and country.
Thank you, Ms. Parauda. Let the games begin.